4-1. The Minnesota Twins defeated the visiting Tigers 6-4. The Yankees put together 10 total hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 6-5. The Rays knocked out 12 hits as a team as they blew out the Jays 9-1. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Seattle Mariners held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they defeated the A's in Oakland 3-0. Shohei Ohtani smacked a home run and drove in 3 as the Angels disposed of Houston 6-4. The Atlanta Braves allowed only 5 hits in the game as they dismantled the Giants 13-1. The Cubs combined for 10 hits as a team as they pulled away from the Nationals 11-4. The Brewers took care of the Mets at Citi Field 3-1. The Miami Marlins only allowed 2 hits in the game as they got the best of the Phillies in Park 4-1. The Colorado Rockies swatted 4 home runs in this one as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 5-2. The Los Angeles Dodgers combined to give up just 5 hits as they sank the visiting Buccos 1-0. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.
MLB The Show's coverage.
Eduardo Rodriguez, the Venezuelan left-hander, will be the man on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Eduardo Rodriguez has come a long way in a short period of time. Really needs to command the off-speed pitch. As a lefty that brings a big arm and a big power fastball, 93 to 96 miles an hour, a good assortment of breaking pitches. The key for Rodriguez, getting ahead with his fastball.
Stepping into the box, Jose Ramirez. He will lead this one off today.
And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
The second baseman. Hernandez.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. His numbers against Eduardo Rodriguez, he's hitting .429. The cutter runs outside, ball one. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
Sent on the ground out to second. Pedroia fields it cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting third, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Now at the plate, Francisco Lindor. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. First offering on its way. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Really starting to. Bottom part of the zone. A good changeup gets the call. A ball and 2 strikes now. Ready on 1-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Dustin Pedroia comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Push softly over toward the right side. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hit.
Now at the plate, J.D. Martinez. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. Here's the first pitch to him. Sliced hard on the ground. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. In the dirt here. The runners will hold, but meanwhile the count moves to 2-0. Two balls and a strike. Two, 1, here it is. Rafael Devers waits on deck. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Devers carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Pedroia scores. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 3-0 game.
Not the way you want to start the game as the pitcher. He dug his own grave a little bit, loading the bases there, and he had no chance but to throw a strike. Well, that's what you get when you start to groove one over the plate. It's a bases-clearing double, and now he's down 3-0.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
The 0-1 pitch. Softly hit toward the hole. Fielded cleanly on to first, and there were two down.
Batting seventh, the right fielder.
Standing in, Alex Verdugo. And the Red Sox with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. From the belt, the pitch. Clevenger, who sometimes gets called Sunshine. He was a fourth-round selection back in 2011.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Naquin is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, these conditions aren't really ideal for baseball right now, but I am hearing that they're expected to improve as the game progresses. The grounds crew told me between innings that the field's in good shape. They're going to continue to work on keeping it dry, but we should be in for more favorable weather later in the game.
Heidi, thanks, and Dero, I'll send this one to you. As an infielder, these are games that can really challenge a player.
At times, you have to stay focused. A little dampness, a little rain, a little weather coming through might actually do the infield dirt a little good. Some guys like to keep it bone dry. I like it a little wet. Ball stays down.
Lays off the fastball low, and it goes to 2 balls and a strike. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Reyes carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Full count, 3-2 to the Indians DH. On deck, Carlos Santana. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
First pitch coming. Here it is. 0-1 the count. 1 out, nobody on. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Fouled off. Now an off-speed pitch that nearly ran in and got him. Full count now, 3-2. Oscar Mercado is on deck. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a chopper down the first baseline. And Moreland will take this one to the bag himself, and the side is ready to go for the last half of the inning. Striding in for Boston, Christian Vasquez. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. 1-0 the count. Now the pitch. And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. And there's one away. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He's ready for his first at-bat of his early season contest. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Now here's the pitch.
That's ball 2.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
All even now, 2-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Heading after it is Naquin. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
The 2-2. Gets him looking, strike 3. Set to get his day started, Jordan Luplow. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Bradley is there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting 9, the catcher, number 55.
So digging in now, Roberto Perez. He went deep in the contest last night. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Hey, that's not an easy pitch to hold your swing up. I know it looked like it was way out the plate. Good job not swinging at it.
A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher. Back up the middle. Bogarts to his left. He's there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Indians go down. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. First pitch of the at-bat. And a ball, 1-0. And he misses again, 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. J.D. Martinez waits on deck. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hard hit to first. The second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the play.
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down quietly, but they lead it 3-0. In to try it again, Jose Ramirez back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
So far this year against Southpaws, Ramirez is below the Mendoza line. A batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
All even at 2-2. Now the pitch. And he struck him out.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
And this will find the wall deep in the corner.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Throw over to the bag, and he's back in standing. Hernandez leads off first with 1 away. There's a two-seam fastball that's fought off foul off to the right. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. In now for Cleveland, Franmil Reyes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Chasing after it is Verdugo. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. One left for the Tribe. Still down 3-0. Stepping into the box, Rafael Devers. It was a bases-clearing double for him his first time up.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box.
When the guy on the mound has complete command of his off speed, especially his changeup, sometimes as a hitter you just have to give up pull side to stay on it.
And this is low, ball 2, 2-1.
Hey, after the double at his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Throw gets him. 2 down.
The right fielder, number
So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox 4th. And that brings up the outfielder, Alex Verdugo. And the pitch. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. 2-0 now. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Strike called. 2-1.
Count 2-1.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Naquin's under it. And that ends the inning. Down in order goes. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The first baseman.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. Here's Carlos Santana now, the American League's Silver Slugger Award winner at first base a season ago. Benintendi's got it, and there's 1 away.
Now batting. The center fielder.
Striding in for the Indians, Oscar Mercado. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Count now a ball and a strike. 1-1. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
The batter, the right fielder, Tyler Naquin.
So here's Tyler Naquin. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. And that misses inside 1-0. Two balls and no strikes. Naquin is a very well-regarded defensive. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage. But of course, these days, there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field. And in his case, he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this. But man, does he come to work every day and play hard.
Coming to the plate now, Jordan Luplow. He flew out in his last at-bat. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Full exercise.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Mercado is there, and he has it for the first out. So here now is Jackie Bradley looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Now the 1-0. And he fouls this one off. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And now the count is full for the Boston center fielder.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Count still full, 3-2. And another foul ball.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first. And now it looks like they want some time to review that one here, so they'll check with their replay guys. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
And now a pitch on the way. Ground ball foul down the left side. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Bouncer up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They can put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Into the box now, Dustin Pedroia, as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball one. It was a walk in his last trip. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Luplow will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. One left for the Red Sox. They lead it 3-0. So striding forward now, Roberto Perez will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. The 1-2 is taken for ball two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading the count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. A ball and a strike now. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strike.
And getting paid for it. There it is right there. Unselfish AB trying to work his guy from second to third, and what do you know? Knock for yourself.
Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Rafael Devers the next to bat as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through for a base hit, and they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Boy, Dero, so close to getting the strikeout there. Needed to make one more pitch and didn't throw a good enough breaking ball there with 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's what you pray for from an offensive standpoint. You try and pick up that red spinning dot that constitutes slider coming in there, and then you hope it doesn't fall off the table. He was able to get himself inside that baseball and get a ribby hit.
Standing in, Alex Verdugo, and their runners at the corners now. First pitch on its way.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now you want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
Lined into left center. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll played one for sure and maybe a second. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Now
digging in once again, Jackie Bradley Jr. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. No balls and 1 strike. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Inside and low, 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Hard hit at third. Ramirez is up with it. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning. And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Popped him up. Moreland moving to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. 1 out now for the Indians in their 7th. And digging in now, Franmil Reyes. Drilled right back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak. Ready for another shot now, Carlos Santana. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. No balls and a strike to count. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. So coming to the plate, Oscar Mercado. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. And it's fouled away. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Fouled off. Three and 2 to the Indian center fielder.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Full count still. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And yet another strikeout here. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Andrew Benintendi.
Now the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's another 1-2. Hard hit ball to short. And that's the first out.
The batter, number 15.
1 away, and here's the 2008 AL MVP, Dustin Pedroia. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And he popped him up. Hernandez ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Now batting, the designated
At the plate now is the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. 0-1 the count. Here it comes.
Oh, that's out.
2 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2 misses off the plate. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. Red Sox into the box. Tyler Naquin. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The next 1-2 pitch. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Striding in, Jordan Luplow. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes now.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Lifted in the air out to right. Verdugo waits on it. 2 gone. Ready now, Roberto Perez. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Started to go there, and the appeal goes down to first, and he did go around, says James Kingsley. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now in the inning. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Xander Bogaerts. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Hunter Wood is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one.
And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, he'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Rafael Devers is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Devers, right field and carrying well.
Mercado
is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
Now that
Striding in once again, Mitch Moreland. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Naquin is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
the right fielder, number 99, Alex Verdugo.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Bogaerts takes off. That's a strike to throw down. And in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it. He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me with this. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jose Ramirez. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high. 1-2. High chopper to third. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Hot shot down the line. Throw on to first, and now the Indians are down to their final out. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
The windup and the 0-1. And no swing apparently. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Throw on to first, and the Red Sox have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over. 5-0 the final score today.
the final line score for this afternoon's ball.